Welcome back to Canada's Collectibles. I'm Chris.
And I'm Malachi.
All right, so if you enjoy our videos, make sure you do a subscribe, you like them, comment, let us know exactly what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, right? We live off of criticism on some things. So what we're talking about today is we're talking about Aquaman by Geoff Johns, right?
Yeah.
We both read this. I had read some stuff in the forums, in the Facebook groups, and I've never been an Aquaman fan, like ever. I've never been an Aquaman fan. And so when people were raving about this and it came up, I think I got it for like $35 or $40. Because I mean, it retails at $75, right? So it's not one of the, it's not one of the more expensive ones. And it regularly goes from, like, if you buy it from IST or CGN, I mean, 40% off of that. So people in a lot of the Facebook groups are selling it for a reasonable price. So I saw someone posting it. I want to say it was 30 or 40 bucks, somewhere right there. And I was like, I could probably read Aquaman for that price. And then people just started raving about it. And I was like, really? So,
yeah.
Right.
I remember, like, you were telling me to read it, and every time you told me, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's Aquaman though. What? I don't care what you say. It's gonna be crap. And I couldn't put it down. Like, we were on an Oregon trip, like every time, like my dad would be like, "Where's Kai?" And I'd be like either in the room or I'd be on the couch sitting there reading Aquaman.
Yeah.
And before I knew it, I finished it in less than like a few days.
Yeah, it's actually a really fast read.
Yeah.
It's pretty action packed for the most part. And it's Geoff Johns, right? So
Amazing writer.
Amazing writer. So one thing Geoff Johns does is he makes you love the characters, and he really fleshes out those side characters as well, like Mara, and then the other Atlanteans and everything that's in there. What's his name? Something Master. Ocean Master.
Yeah.
Ocean Master was pretty cool in this too, actually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but in the end, he's really cool near the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Something you don't see coming.
Yeah, so this is the cover. I really like the cover art, and it's just, I don't know, this is the kind of artwork that I enjoy.
Same.
Right, so it's a little bit,
not too muscular, not too many details. It almost reminds me of Jim Lee, where it's like where you see everything that you need to see, not over the top.
Yeah. It collects, so in this Omni, it collects Aquaman 0 through 19, number 21 through 25, number 23.1, and 23.2, and Justice League number 15 through 17. Right? So this is just the Geoff Johns run. So there's going to be some stuff that's kind of missing, and you don't really notice it when you go from one of those other ones. You'll notice something happen, but it's not enough to bring you away from the story.
Yeah.
Right. I think one of the things about this one, you can tell a lot of the Aquaman movie came from this book.
And just from Black Manta and Aquaman's interaction in general too is also kind of brought into the movie, like the same way of how that happened. As I said, I'm not going to bring up much about it. But like there's even like a few pictures in here that you could put like an equivalent to in the movie.
Yeah.
So when I saw some of those, I was like, oh my gosh, they actually did a good job with the movie. I'm like, they straight up actually took some of Geoff Johns' work and then put it onto the big screen.
Yeah. It did really good.
Yeah.
So we'll put a couple of those comparison photos up there for you, and so you can see. But yeah, so here's the front right here. The spine, you know what? I like the spine quite a bit.
It's simple.
Yep, it's simple, but the big, bold writing that goes down there, I really like it when it goes onto the shelf with some of the other ones.
Kind of like this, less is more.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's some of them that are a little busy. Like right behind your head is the Batman Nightfall.
Yeah, I don't really like the Batman ones.
I like the look of it, but you can't really tell what it is, right? So I really like this spine here. Here's the back. Again, some of that awesome artwork.
I love the back.
Yeah, so some of that awesome artwork, and it's just some art from that's in the story, and then a brief description. Take the cover off. Right, there's the front. Really cool looking. So there's that. spine, same thing, big bold writing.
This part's the best.
Boom.
Love that.
Right, so Black Manta on the back. It's
Yeah.
really cool. I actually really like that picture.
Yeah, Black Manta. Like, I never knew that Black Manta was so cool up until I started reading this, and also the movie, of course. But
yeah.
and along with Aquaman, they really fleshed him out, and they even made jokes about him in the book itself. Like, how does it feel to not be to be the least loved hero? And,
Yeah.
and he just stares at the guy angrily, like. I just love that.
Yeah. They do. He teases, or they poke fun at him.
Yeah.
And something really sad, actually. This was a really good run. I really like this. Aquaman just got canceled, right? So they're not doing any more Aquaman books for a little while.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Dang. Well, once everybody started liking it. Not when nobody liked him, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it had a lot of cool like other characters I would not expect Aquaman to even be around. Mm-hmm. And two, they were just pretty creative in general. Like one of them, I think, could teleport anywhere in the world, right, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then one could like share the spirits of those who have died. It's pretty cool, and they have like a full story to go on with that. But basically, can we talk about the basic rundown of Aquaman?
Yeah, so we're going to do that when we go through the pages.
Oh, okay,
right?
yeah.
So,
I'll talk about that.
So we'll go through and we'll show you all the book right now, and we'll kind of do a little brief talk. We won't do any spoilers.
Yeah.
But we'll do a little brief discussion. There's not really much in this book that's spoilery.
Yeah, other than maybe like the Justice League stuff, but
yeah. So I mean, there's no. Like I said, it's a really fun read. It's exciting to read. But it's not like a groundbreaking story. Right? So, okay. So let's take a look at all the pages.
Yes, we shall.
Okay.
So in this one, Aquaman. It actually so kind of with the joke that I said earlier of how they often will actually make fun of Aquaman throughout it. That's actually a part of the story in general. Is Aquaman kind of deals with that a good amount. Mm-hmm. He kind of faces with that fact. He also kind of accepts it, but later on he starts doing more and more heroic things, and he gets more recognized. Mm-hmm.
So again, here's that amazing cover. So I can start flipping through a little bit.
Yes.
So there's that cover right there.
You know, it goes in a bit more about his past, and which is really nice because, or else I would have been totally lost throughout the comic.
Yeah.
But it explains it.
Table of contents, right? Which is not real often on DC books. DC books don't usually have the table of contents.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
See, it's kind of funny. There's that picture that was on the back of the dust jacket.
Yep.
These guys were cool.
Oh yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah. So this was directly from the movie, right? So didn't they have the deep guys in the movie?
Not fully. They kind of had them.
Yeah. So remember that he got to control them.
Oh, I only remember him controlling the huge creature.
Yeah, they were part of the deep here.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so this is part of the stuff that we'll kind of show here is that this is, he helps, and they're laughing at him.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, is that Aquaman? Ha 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 ha. Right? Because they don't think he can do anything.
Yeah, because everybody originally thought that he was just he can only do his powers underwater. Mm-hmm. But obviously not.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But yeah, so he kind of he goes through a huge character arc that you see before even some of these stories happen and after, and he just comes to terms with a lot of things, and like between himself, his future, he definitely he kind of faces that problem of who he wants to be, which I guess has always been an Aquaman type thing with him being the king of Atlantis, but also not at the same time. But
I thought this was a funny part here. He goes into a fish and chips or fish place.
And he orders
fish and chips, and they're like, "What? Right? Why would you order fish and chips?" Kind of thing. You can't get the fish and chips. Why not? Because you talk to fish. I don't talk to fish.
Just like from the movie. I used to talk to fish.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And then people are kind of bugging him because he's like celebrity status, right?
But like the low quality celebrity to them.
Yeah. The Mara relationship is big. Then they go back. That's a cool cover, actually.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So you see the deep guys and then the Aquaman reflection there in the eyes.
Yeah, I seriously love all of the artwork throughout this entire book. Like every panel is just filled with like just color all the way to the top with good shading, good lighting.
Yeah.
And even just gets like that emotion all put in there. It's a really great job. All work to them.
Yeah. This is all the trench part. This is where they're talking about the the deep sea Atlanteans actually.
Yeah. And it was, and they're honestly like actually like while reading it I just kept on imagining what if these things actually came onto Earth today. Like that's what I like to think about. But and my God, was it terrifying to actually think about with those things. A bit of Aquaman's beginning. I really liked that part.
Yeah, and that's some of the stuff that you'll see from the movie, right?
Yep. About how him and his mom, about his dad and his mom.
Yeah. There's some more of the trench, and they kind of go through. They have a different language, and it kind of translates it, and so you start to kind of be like, well, what are these guys after, right?
And this is like the only language Aquaman doesn't understand from the aquatic creatures like this. So it catches him off guard because he can't do anything about them.
Right. Yeah, so you go into some of the stuff here. Again, some of the amazing artwork. The trench conclusion. That's really cool looking. Yeah. I like that. And this is where the Omnibus side is really cool because it's the big artwork, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing I like about Omnibus is even like trade backs. Like as I said with my Flash ones, I really enjoy just in between each story the artwork they show, and that's the thing I like the most about omnibuses. Yep.
Aquaman in the desert. Where did we see that before?
I don't know. Where did we, Father? But I could have just peed on it. But yeah, like that's the thing I like about omnibuses is the amount of artwork you get to see in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sucker for artwork.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the omnibus and the absolutes, the oversized pages.
Yeah.
Right. Mara just trying to buy dog food. Right. It doesn't actually. It's not working.
Because I mean, one, she doesn't understand social constructs. Although that one was just a huge misinterpretation. Oh yeah, that probably shows the line art.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does that a good amount throughout it, where it'll show like different alternate versions of that one picture, whether it's the line art or just a version without certain effects.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Right. Black Manta's hunting them down.
Yeah. Black Manta was really cool in this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can tell that they took a lot of heavy inspiration from Geoff Johns.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah. Like they did an amazing job with it between the movie and the book because I like Geoff Johns' writing is basically what I'm saying. Because when I first read The Flash...
I hope so. I have a whole bunch of books of Geoff Johns.
Yeah, his writing is really good. He makes even like characters that most people wouldn't like really likable.
That's a cool one too.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Who was the artist for the main parts of it? Do you know?
I can't remember. I'll look and see. Penciler is Ivan Reis. It's Ivan Reis.
Oh, Ivan Reis.
Yeah. Vostok. I didn't really know who these guys were, but they kind of flesh them out really well. Scepter of the Dead King, weapon that sank Atlantis, right? So this is kind of the similar thing in the movie where they're kind of after.
There's a really cool enemy near the end. What's his name? The Lost King or something like that. He's super cool.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so this is good for just any comic book reader, and even better for anybody who is an Aquaman fan.
Yeah, and I like too. It concludes, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, here's a small Superman and Wonder Woman part, right? This is the only part in here that has the other characters, essentially. Yeah. Right, and this is where the Justice League kind of ties into it, and it's the Throne of Atlantis tie-ins.
I forget how strong Aquaman is up until he, punches Superman in that scene.
Ocean Master.
Yeah.
Right. This was actually something that was taken from. They did an animated movie. I can't remember which Justice League movie it was, but it was something similar to this, where they were attacking. Atlantis was attacking like Metropolis and stuff.
I
can't remember which one it is.
Yeah. I know they did something similar in Flashpoint, but that wasn't. That was just
No,
Atlantis
this was something
taking
different.
over. Yeah. Basically, turf wars between.
It's time for war.
Oh yeah, yeah, and this was a really cool part of it too. Just seeing all of the Atlanteans.
Mm-hmm. Hawkman.
Oh yeah, dude, Hawkman
Looks cool. Yeah, he's so he's got an omnibus I want to grab at some point.
Oh, really?
It's another one by Geoff Johns.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and this one even has like a good amount of reviews just on the back of it. You know, like from like the big companies.
Mm-hmm.
All the way from USA Today to Philadelphia Examiner.
Yeah.
Don't know who that is.
So then we're gonna get into the Dead King part.
Oh, that's the name.
Right there. Boom.
So cool.
He looks cool. Yeah, I like him too. So he's just old, weathered, and you noted he just looks like a badass.
Yeah.
So
like just looking at him, you just know he's gonna be someone that you don't ever want to come face to face with.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna flick you, and you're gonna go flying into a building, basically.
So we won't reveal too much, but it's a pretty good conclusion to the story. And one of the things that I really like is that this is a self-contained book.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to pick up. There's not another volume you need to grab or anything.
Yeah.
You literally just grab this, read the story, and you're good to go. Right.
Yeah, and it's like it's forcing you to know too much of what's going on outside of the Aquaman stories, you know? Because that always drives me insane.
And so then it kind of goes into the forever evil parts, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's where the next part for Black Manta and Ocean Master go to. They went to that forever evil summer event, right? For DC.
Yeah.
And so there's, again, really good colors and stuff in this, going all the way throughout.
No, I don't have to spoil something very big. He gets a beard near the end.
Oh, he does. He gets a beard.
And it is amazing.
So here's some variant covers and behind the scenes art gallery.
Oh, yeah.
This was hilarious.
Robot Chicken.
Yeah, the Robot Chicken one.
Mad.
Yeah, Mad Magazine.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite things is just seeing all the variant covers for stuff.
Ooh, that Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair one right here is
that's beautiful.
amazing. But it's a Superman one, so I'm a sucker for that. Right.
Gotta love Superman.
So more Justice.
This art style's a bit interesting to me.
You like that?
I don't like. That's the thing. I don't know if I like it. It's weird, but at the same time, it also looks kind of nice. Like,
I
don't
get
know how to
you.
describe it.
I know.
Yeah.
So here's some. I kind of like this. You know, them coming up with the promotional piece.
Yeah.
Teaser from Aquaman number 4 there. Some more sketches, how they came up with some of the costumes. So a lot of this stuff is the stuff you get with the Omnibus stuff, right? So they kind of include everything in here. Ocean Master. I like Ocean Master, actually. I
They
think he
even did
looks
his
cool.
costume almost exactly like that in the movie too, which is one thing I really respect DC for doing, is respecting the costumes of characters.
Right. Dead King.
Okay, I like that guy. I can't remember his name.
SWAT.
SWAT.
Yeah, he was kind of interesting.
Yeah, he was like the only Atlantean who couldn't breathe underwater,
That's
so
a
he
cool
needed
one.
that device.
That's by Jim Lee.
Love
If you guys didn't know already, we really like Jim Lee.
Got a shrine to him.
Yeah. And then, so again, there's that back cover.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was Aquaman.
Really great read.
Yeah, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
I did too. So, again, Aquaman by Geoff Johns. Highly recommended. I think it's great for beginning readers, right?
Oh, yeah.
So just ones that are jumping into DC. It's a great read. So
It's probably gonna be one of my very nice reviews of. I'm gonna rate it 7 out of 10.
really, yeah.
Actually, no. Let's go with 8 out of 10.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably go along with the same. So I really enjoyed it, and especially for the price point on it, $75 cover price is, you can't beat. It's still in stock. You can buy it from CGN. You can buy it from IST.
Yeah, you can buy it from.
You can get your local comic store just to order it, and then all these Facebook groups that we're a part of. That's probably one of the best places to get some stuff sometimes, just because people are offloading stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And
some people are like the people who read it once and then they're done.
Yeah.
Those are the people we love in life because they give us them for cheaper.
A little bit cheaper, and so because this can be a pretty expensive hobby.
Yeah.
And
It really is.
if you buy them all for cover price, it gets to be super expensive. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys, and again, click that subscribe button and like, comment. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
See you in the next one.
Bye.